It's been a while since we've had snow like this.
I mean, there's too much of it. I have to tell you, when I got up this morning and saw about 3-4 more inches to clear, I was like, okay.
You're done?
I'm done.
Now?
I apologize for saying we're due.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing about it is, too, is we say, oh, it's a light powdery snow. But 2 feet of snow is still 2 feet of snow.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of weight that you're pulling around out there. All right, so far this season in Boston, we've had 34.1 inches of snow. The last 3 years, we haven't even gotten close to that, and we're still right early into the winter. You have to go back to 2022, where we had 54 inches of snow. But a lot of that came from one storm at the end of January. So let's talk about the potential. And I really want to emphasize potential for what could happen later this week. Of course, we've got the cold single-digit temperatures tonight. It's going to be cold all week. So the cold is not a question. We have a potential for another storm developing this weekend, and that storm threat is going to be with us on Sunday. That's what we're looking at on our radar. So I have two models that I look at this time period, the European model and the U.S. model, the GFS model. Now, these are the tracks that they're putting, and you'll see the European is a little more offshore, the GFS a little closer to the coast. This track, by just literally a matter of, say, 50, 100 miles, has huge implications as to how much snow or how much wind we're going to get out of the whole thing. So think of it as almost 3 tracks. You have the one track where it's a hit. Heavy snow, damaging winds, coastal flooding going on. Track 2 is a little farther out, more of a fringe hit, more the southeastern part of the state. Strong winds at the coast, and of course, we'll also see some coastal flooding going on. And then track 3 is the one where it's just too far out to sea. You get snow offshore, some wind, maybe a little splash over going on. I'm kind of leaning for this track 2 right now, just based on the latest information coming in. Now, I want to show you the computer models. And remember, I always warn you about this. These are not forecasts. These are just raw numbers kicked out by the computer. Yesterday, the European model in the morning was showing, wow, we're going to get slammed. But by afternoon, it said, maybe not. Maybe it's going to track a little farther off. That was yesterday. What about today? Well, today the European model is kind of holding on to that trend. The U.S. model, the GFS, is still going this way, but the model is notorious for going big and then going back a little and then kind of going on until it eventually settles on a solution. And that's what I'll be watching. I'll be watching these computer models as we get closer and closer to it. And if they both come up with the same solution, it gives me more confidence in a forecast. But again, you see these things online. Do not pay attention to them because it's really posting on social media. They're not giving you any explanation of what they are. They don't take into account a lot of things going on with it. So these are just raw numbers from a computer, but it gives you an idea of what we're thinking right now. So it's all depending upon that track, and that track is going to be key to this forecast, and that, of course, is what I'll be watching. Oh, one of the other things is this thing is big, and it's got a lot of wind with it as well. So the winds on Sunday are going to really ramp up at the coast. 40, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts certainly seem possible. So we may have some coastal issues coming in because the coast right now, the tides are going to be running really high, and you'll notice these two tides are 11-footers. Those are really high, but we may actually thread the needle and put that storm in at low tide, or at least the less problematic high tide that we're talking about on Sunday evening. Just a little look at what's going on. In the meantime, it's just a cold forecast. We've got lots of sunshine going in, but look at those highs in the mid-20s, 18 on Friday, Saturday's 22, and then Sunday, that's where we're watching the chances for some snow. Obviously, we get closer to it, we'll have some better ideas of what's going to be happening. It looks like it would carry into Monday morning and then clearing away, but it's going to be windy no matter what on Sunday and Monday, and maybe, just maybe by Monday, we might get back to the freezing mark, which is still cold for this time of year. Ben and Jessica?